Kisumu County. Kisumu County is one of 47 counties in the Republic of Kenya. Its borders follow those of the original Kisumu District, one of the former administrative districts of the former Nyanza Province in western Kenya. Its headquarters is Kisumu City, which is the third largest city in Kenya after the capital Nairobi and the coastal city of Mombasa. It has a population of 1,155,574 according to the 2019 National Census. The land area of Kisumu County totals 2085.9 km2. Kisumu County's neighbours are Siaya County to the west, Vihiga County to the north, Nandi County to the northeast, and Kericho County to the east. Its neighbour to the south is Nyamira County, and Homa County is to the southwest. The county has a shoreline on Lake Victoria, occupying northern, western, and a part of the southern shores of the Winam Gulf. Etymology. The name Kisumu comes from the Luo word Kisumu Kaiklo. Generally, Kisumu means a place where people meet to exchange goods, but it does not necessarily mean the same word as Market Cairo in Luo. The term was especially used during famine, where a person could visit relatives who had some sort of harvest, where the visitor, when going back to his/her place, could be escorted with or given some grains and dried meat alia in lieu. The word originally comes from the verb sumo, which means getting material want through exchange or as an assistance when one has minimal ability. Then it should be differentiated from philo, where one rummages through the farm of someone else after the harvest to pick dropped or omitted crops to collect and take home for consumption. When Europeans and Indians came to the area of the present-day city of Kisumu, pronouncing the name Kisumu correctly proved difficult, and the name evolved into the current Kisumu. The local people, however, now popularly call the place Kisumu. Geography. Kisumu County is located in western Kenya, far from the nation's capital. To the southwest, in neighboring Siaya County, lies the village of Nyanza, birthplace of Barack Obama Sr. The city of Kisumu, on the shores of Lake Victoria, has historically functioned as a major center of western Kenya commerce. Because of its location along Africa's largest lake, the area is ideally situated for fishing and fish processing, but the central government has long controlled key concessions on the lake, and economic development has left many of the inhabitants behind. Fishing, sugarcane farming, and rice farming are the county's principal industries. Climate. The climate of the whole county is modified by the presence of Lake Victoria. The county has an annual relief rainfall that ranges between 1,200 mm and 1,300 mm in different sectors. The rain mainly falls in two seasons. Kisumu is known for its thunderstorms, which are the major type of precipitation and normally occur in mid-afternoon during the rainy season. The temperature of the surrounding towns and regions can vary greatly. On the western side, which includes the constituencies of Kisumu West and Seam, temperatures tend to be cooler than the adjacent lake basin. Mazino Division and Nyahara Division are known for moderate weather conditions. On the eastern side, Nyabodo Plateau is cooler than the neighboring Kano Plains. Kisumu is warm throughout the year, with a mean annual temperature of 23.0 C. The temperature ranges between 20.0 C and 35.0 C, but seldom falls below 19.0 C. The humidity is relatively high throughout the year. Political leadership. The second and current governor of Kisumu County is Anyang Nyong'o, and the deputy governor is Dr. Matthews Ole. Before the election of Prof. Nyong'o and Dr. Ole in August 2017, the first governor from 2013 to 2017 was Mr. Jack Ranguma, whose deputy was Ms. Ruth Odinga. Frederick Oshino Outa is the second senator after the first senator. Anyang Nyong'o ran for governor in 2017. Raza Akini Buyu is the women representative and joined office in 2017. She is the second women representative after winning against first women representative Rose Nyamunga. The legislature of the county is called the County Assembly and has 35 representatives. Administrative and political units. Administratively, the county is divided into 7 sub-counties, each following the borders of the constituency which bears a similar name. The sub-counties are further divided into 35 wards, which also forward representatives to the county assembly in Kisumu City. Economy. Fishing. Kisumu County sits on the shores of Lake Victoria, providing it with the potential to be a major center of fishing. However, the use of old technologies hampers the full development of the industry. Also, the recent water hyacinth menace on the lake has reduced fish catches significantly. The new county government has provided equipment which currently rolling out the floating hyacinth on the surface of the lake. This has led to an increase in the movements of the transportation vessels, including water buses and ships. Agriculture. Rice is grown under irrigation in the Kano Plains. Most of the water for irrigation comes from River Nyando, whose annual floods displace huge numbers of people, but also deposit a lot of fertile silt all across the plain. The northern and eastern fringes of the Kano Plains also play host to some of Kenya's most productive sugarcane fields. Towns like Kibos, Miwani, and Kemalil are centers of sugarcane production. Kisumu County also produces maize, beans, sweet potatoes, poultry, and fresh vegetables. Industry. Kisumu City and the surrounding areas have several light industries. These include textiles, molasses, fish processing plants, and agricultural produce processors. Kisumu has 4 sugar factories at Kemalil, Muhoroni, Kibos, and Miwani. However, the mill at Miwani is not operational after its original owners abandoned it in the year 1988. Also present in the main industrial area is a large-scale maize milling company. Several backyard industries also thrive in the county, including tailoring, making of handicrafts, and boat building. Services. Kisumu City is the major commercial center in western Kenya. Service industries like wholesale and retail trade, bicycle repair, car repair, entertainment centers, and low-scale IT services abound within and outside the city. Several banks have their regional offices in the city, servicing the entire western Kenya region. Transport and communications. Transport. Kisumu County has several paved roads, the major one being the Nairobi-Bondo Road, which has a branch at Kishan heading to Bizia. Important roads are paved with asphalt. County roads are mostly Murram, but provide all-weather movement all year. Public transport services are provided by matatus and buses either operating singly or as parts of franchises and companies. Bicycle and motorcycle bodas also exist in significant quantities for short-distance travel. From Kisumu County's road department, the county is determined towards advancing its transportation by spending $600 million in renovating old roads and building new ones within 2018 to 2019 financial year. The city of Kisumu was founded as a terminal for the railway and therefore has an important railway station. The narrow-gauge railway moves both passengers and cargo, linking Kisumu with other cities and towns along the line. The new national government has pledged to build a new modern metro network for the city. Water transport on the lake is provided mostly by private operators in wooden boats with outboard engines, although a ferry service exists. The services connect towns on the shores and also help in crossing the lake. They also link the county with the other 3 lakeside counties and the countries of Tanzania and Uganda. The port of Kisumu is very inactive at the moment but has the potential to become a regional center of lake transport and a gateway for Kenya into the rest of the African Great Lakes region. Kisumu International Airport has been upgraded and now has the potential to be an entreport for the entire region. Scheduled flights land from Nairobi, Mombasa, and several cities in neighboring countries. Communications. Mobile phone penetration is high, and the coverage by the major service providers Safaricom, Airtel, and Telkom is basically reliable. The post offices in the county still function. Courier services also exist, providing quick ways of sending parcels and letters outside the county. Tourism. Kisumu County is fast developing into a major tourist destination in the Western tourism circuit of Kenya. Replete with great scenery and diversity concentrated within a relatively small area, Kisumu County's tourism sector is expected to experience a major boom. Features like the shoreline of Lake Victoria, Kit McKay and other rocks of similar stature, and Deer Island National Park, which hosts an amazing variety of wildlife within a confined area, the God Mesa viewpoint in Nyabando, from which one has a panoramic view of the Nyando Plains and Lake Victoria in the distance, and the Inselbergs around the Kishan area provide. The Kisumu Museum and the Impala Park provide further tourist attractions. Kisumu is touted to have one of the best sunsets in the world, and arguably the best in Kenya, with the sun sinking into the horizon over the lake, turning the water into many hues, a spectacle that continues to drive up tourist numbers into the county. The Kisumu International Airport now has the potential to deliver international tourists directly into the county, and it is expected that this will be a major boon for the industry in the county. Tourist infrastructure, like hotels and lodges, are now springing up in many places. Education. Maseno University is the crown jewel of higher education in Kisumu County. The university attracts students from all over Kenya who are attracted to the institution due to its excellent infrastructure and lush green environs. Kisumu County has several colleges and universities, including a campus of Kenya's largest university, Nairobi University. Other universities include Maseno University, best known for its IT department, Great Lakes University, and several teaching and nursing colleges. Primary and secondary education is provided by 706 primary schools and 173 public secondary schools, including two of the oldest secondary schools in Kenya, Maseno School. A substantial number of private institutions also exist within the county. The enrollment in primary school and secondary school stood at 240, 538, and 38, 815 as of 2009. The teacher-to-pupil ratio was 151 for primary and 130 for secondary. Kisumu Polytechnic provides several technical courses for young adults and also professionals, including some diploma courses. 5 youth polytechnics also exist in various parts of the county. Health. People. Kisumu County is relatively densely populated compared with the rest of Kenya. The 2009 census showed that the county had a population of 968,909. With an area of 2085.9 km2, Kisumu County has a population density of 460 per square kilometers, comparable to that of the entire South Korea. The vast majority of the people belong to the Luo ethnic community, the third largest tribe in Kenya and one of the largest in East Africa. There are also small numbers of minorities from the other ethnic communities of Kenya, predominantly the Luhya. Indians came with the railway construction and now form a substantial Indian community in Kisumu City. The dominant language is Daluo, but Kiswahili and English are also spoken by a majority of the population for non-domestic purposes. The people of Kisumu eat a lot of fish prepared in a variety of ways. This high consumption has sometimes been touted as one of the causes of the generally higher IQ levels in the region, and the eating of fish has become popular all over Kenya as a result. This is usually accompanied by ugali, a dish made of maize flour, which can also be mixed with other grains, mostly millet, sorghum, and slash or cassava. Vegetables are also eaten. Notable residents. Hannington Apudo was the first indigenous military pilot in the Kenya Air Force. Robert Ako from Nyahura was a notable foreign minister under the Moi government. Prof. Simon Omind from Nyahura, the first indigenous professor in the University of East Africa and founder of the Population Institute University of Nairobi. Peter Eniing Nyaingo, politician. Wilson Ndolo Aya, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Kisumu Rural Constituency * Gilbert Alu Njoga, politician. Villages and settlements. Asawa Kaniakor Village, Kajulu Hills, Abwakadianga Village, Kagani Village where Kisumu International Airport rests, Kadia Village, Kalwal Village,